Furry Friends Friday is sponsored by Subaru of Baton Rouge.
Happy Furry Friends Friday, everyone. We have new friends joining us. Well, actually, they're joining us again. They haven't been here in a while, but they're glad to be back. We have George Bragg with the West Baton Rouge Animal Shelter, and we have Tank. So go ahead and tell us all about Tank.
Yeah, so Tank is a friendly guy. He does not meet a stranger. You see he's dressed up like a cowboy this morning. Tank is a 4-year-old bully mix. He is ready to be adopted. He's actually living in foster care right now. He's just a great dog. He just loves everybody. He's actually a really good success story. He came to us as a stray, and he was heartworm positive. We treated him for that. He's now testing heartworm negative, and he's fully vaccinated. He's spayed, neutered, ready to go.
And so if someone wants to adopt him, what is his adoption fee?
His adoption fee is $100.
Okay, and that covers, of course, the vaccination microchip.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that covers everything, and we got a list on our website too of all the services that we provide. Which, when you add all those services up, that $100 fee is actually really cheap.
Now, for everyone that comes on each week, I always like them to go into a little bit more details about the proper way to take care of dogs, because, of course, we were just mentioning before we started the overpopulation of animals in shelters in Louisiana. And then, of course, you know, bulldogs, bully mixes, sometimes they get a bad rep too if they were maybe bred to be aggressive, when it seems like normally they can be sweet. It just depends on who took them in and started, you know, raising them.
Yeah, it all depends on how the dogs are treated, how they're handled. Of course, most of the animals that come to us come in as strays, so we really don't know their background and everything. But Tank is really, really sweet. You know, evidently he was treated somewhat well by his previous owners, but he's just been a really sweet dog. We do see dogs that come in with behavior problems, and Tank is not one of those. But yeah, I mean, we see a lot of stray animals come in, so you know, we just preach over and over, please spay and neuter your pets. Please take care of your pets. If you own an animal, animal has to stay on your property. Keep it leashed, keep it confined.
And then for those who are just starting out, you know, just kind of encouraging them to not give up so soon. If maybe the pet owner relationship isn't working out just yet, you know, try to give yourselves more time to familiarize yourself with the dog or the cat or whoever.
Yeah, and there's a lot of resources for that, and we provide some of those. We have some recommendations for trainers and behavior, you know, specialists that can help in that situation as well.
Now, if someone maybe can't adopt or foster at this time, do you take in volunteers?
We do, yes. Okay. Yeah, you can go to our website, wbrcouncil.org, look up the animal control page. We have a whole volunteer page on there. You can sign a waiver, you can ask to speak with our staff, and they'll give you some things you can do and interact with the animals. We actually had a volunteer at the shelter this morning that was walking our dogs.
Okay,
so,
and
yeah,
I'm sure they loved it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, every little bit helps. We have people to come in and do the laundry. We have some people that come in and like to bathe the dogs or walk the dogs, and all that's really very much appreciated.
Now, do you have any other, like, maybe upcoming adoption events, if you'll be at a PetSmart or a Petco, or if people can come to the shelter for a special adoption event?
Yeah, we do have a couple upcoming adoption events. So we're on Facebook. If you look on our Facebook and Instagram page, we post all of our adoption events on there advertised. And then we also have a low-cost vaccine rabies clinic coming up on November the 9th, I believe.
Okay.
And that's a service to our parish residents that's a low-cost option to get your up-to-date on vaccines and rabies shots.
Okay, well, that's all great information, and thanks for sharing that with us, because again, you know, each shelter that comes on each week, and it may be, you know, repetitive for people who really watch these Furry Friends segments, but it's good to know what you need to do to be responsible and proper pet owners so the animals aren't returned to the shelter.
Yes.
And then that puts more of a strain on you all again with having to take care of another animal, you know, another mouth to feed.
Yes.
Right, well, thank you so much for coming out, and thank you, Tank, for being such a good boy. Just
look at you, man. You're like a professional.
I know, he's so poised for the camera. You will be the perfect candidate. I'm sure someone will adopt you today. But if you want to adopt Tank, his adoption fee is $100. And again, he's with the West Baton Rouge Animal Shelter. So thank you so much again for coming out.
Absolutely. Thank you for having us.